So how's it going, guys? This is my full trailer breakdown for the Joker trailer, teaser trailer that came out yesterday. Let's just dive right into it. So it starts off with a nice little cityscape, and we see this lady, the social worker. I looked her up on IMDb to see if she had like any like real name besides what's on her tag, which says Deborah Cash or Deborah Case or Keese. I can't fully make it out, but she only shows up as social worker. So the next scene is when she was talking to him. Is it okay when you talk to other people? How he switches his facial emotions from that serious to that laugh, that little laugh in a quick second. Shows you, he obviously, well, we know that he has some type of mental illness to begin with. We don't know what they're going with, but I like the structure and the overall coloring. And when it came to this trailer, I like the little blue background, how he pops out with a little brown sweater. I think everything about it is very, very moody. As you see later on, it gets a little more into like the neon lights, and it kind of plays off the rain. Let's get right into it. Like this right here. There's a shot similar to this one towards the end of the trailer that we're gonna go to. I think he's kind of walking up these stairs, going home. Obviously, is what I'm thinking, and it's so sad and gloomy and just so. And I think that's him kind of like, well, metaphorically, maybe like his sanity is at where it should be, but he's just sad and depressed. Maybe later on, when we see him coming down as a Joker, you see that how happy he gets. You see, like, still, like, right here, like, this beautiful shot of the background, but he's just so, like, head down. He drags his feet throughout the trailer, and he slowly changes that up. Right here, all right, so yesterday I said that's creepy. Now, what I meant by that was, and I shouldn't have to justify myself, but fuck it. So, as you see in the top right corner picture, he's doing her hair and stuff like that. It is not creepy to take care of your parent or any like grandparents or whatever the case may be. That is something you should be doing anyway. But playing in the tub with your mom, and as you see right here at the bottom left corner, he's in front of her. She's fully nude. I feel like I could joke with my mom if she was elderly and stuff like that. But sometimes I'm like, all right, let's wrap this up. It's gonna be uncomfortable for you as it is for me, no matter how many times we do it. It's just one of those things where personally, like in Hispanic families, grandparents could be quite prideful and stuff like that. So can parents. At that point, they're not gonna let you do that. Really, they're if you have to do it, you're gonna do it. But they're not gonna. I don't know, maybe it's just a cultural thing from where I'm from, and shit like that. But I said that's creepy, and some people were kind of like understanding, like, oh, it's not creepy, that that's caring and stuff like that. It's kind of sad. But then somebody else was like, because you probably ship your people off to a home, but it's creepy. I stand by what I said. Caring for your mother's fine, but playing with her in the tub, kind of creepy. But it shows you how close he is with his mom. As you can see in the other slide, how happy he is at that moment. Now this one is right after that scene, and it's so moody still, and it's just so like, first off, his body, he is extremely skinny, and it is just his whole body frame is awkward. His face is structurally awkward. I think now looking at it, I'm getting more excited for the film. But as you see here, there's only 2 chairs set up, and obviously she's not sitting down in one. I think at this point, I think the mom dies. Obviously if you're watching this, you're watching for spoilers and stuff like that, but I think the mom dies, and that's what kind of makes him snap little by little. Right here, he's writing jokes, as you see in the next slide. All right, so the next slide is he's writing his jokes on his top right, on his right hand. He has his pills that he needs to be taking. Some of the jokes that he has written out, one of them says, the worst part about having a mental illness is people expect you to behave as if you don't. Not quite funny. Some other ones you can't make out. Why did the old blank? Insomnia. What did the doctor to the straight loosen up a little? I don't know. What did the doctor say to the straight jacket? Loosen up a little. Maybe that's what that joke is. As you see here, he's kind of writing to be a comedian, even though we see him as a clown in this next slide. Now, this I know it's Gotham. It gave me a super vibe of New York. There was a spot in New York around this time period that was all like strip theaters and shit like that, and this is what kind of gave me down to. I love how happy he is at his job. Like, he has not that much fulfillment, but he's happy being a sign spinner. Now, when I first watched the trailer, I thought it was a bunch of group of men that just like wanted to fuck with him, but it's a bunch of kids. I don't know how I missed that apparently, but it's a group of kids that just fuck him up. And I think they do more than just hit him there, obviously. You know, he's kind of holding his hands between his legs like he was cowering, or maybe he got hit in the nuts. But as we see in the next slide, he has a huge fucking bruise on his back. Right here is when he's dancing with his mom. Shows you that she is mobile a little bit. This is the most we see him move with his feet, because even when he was chasing after those kids, he was kind of dragging along. But then again, he had big ass sneakers. This is the slide I was talking about. I think this is right after he gets his ass whipped. There's this huge bruise on his top right shoulder, and I feel like that is, you know, they were just kicking him and beating him and shit like that. And he does this thing where he's probably tying the knots really fucking tight, and you could just hear like the sneaker like stretch a little, and it's creepy. Great creepy vibe. Zazie Beetz plays Domino in Deadpool 2. She's in Atlanta, with one of my favorite shows of all time, and anything she's in, I'm ready to go see. So obviously, this is a great encounter with her and Arthur. They meet at a donut shop. I was talking to you earlier in the trailer about how like they play a lot with the coloring of this film. Still blue and gloomy, but the little red neon lights and the water on it's just really great shots with light. It kind of reminds me a lot of John Wick 1. Right here, he's going to the Arkham State Hospital. Now, at first, I thought, you know, this is probably in the beginning when he's checking in and shit like that. As you see, he has great restraint when the guy's flipping out. He's trying to be as peaceful as possible. But if you look at his right fist, he has it fully clenched. Now, Brian Tyree Henry, another member of Atlanta, Doughboy. Fun fact, he also played Miles Morales' father in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Has an interaction, well, not so pleasant interaction with Arthur here, as he says what through the fence. I love how this is shot just overall. It's just beautiful, but let's go on. Now, at this point, about a minute, 30 seconds in, I know that for a fact because someone pointed out to me that I got extremely happy when this part came on. Yes, I'm not going to lie. That laugh was fucking amazing. That laugh was on point, and it was beautifully done, and I didn't see it coming. It's hard for me to get surprised about shit like this. But holy fucking shit. One, I wasn't looking forward to it. I'm a huge believer that Joker doesn't need a backstory. But I can't wait to see this film. Now, this part with him in the vanity mirror, I just wanted to show you guys. Because how he's getting ready for his job. And I think this is after his mom died. Because these shots. It's kind of him focusing. And as you see on the second one, he's crying. He's obviously crying. And then right next to that one, how when he lets go of his mouth, it kind of snaps back to him being sad. Like, he can't force himself to be happy. Now, again, like I remember I was like, yo, please laugh again. And then sure enough, he laughed again. And I was overly excited again. That laugh is so on point that I was like skeptical. Like, maybe they have somebody else like a little, like an audio recover. Like, maybe they have somebody else laughing that could do that laugh. Because Jared Leto's laugh, he couldn't do it. Even the Heath Ledger, ho, ho, ha, 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 ha. Like, I didn't really like it. I'm not saying I didn't like the performance Heath Ledger give. I'm just saying I didn't like his laugh. People are going to get on my back about it because they think it's like one of the greatest, but I did not like the laugh. I think Mark Hamill has the top laugh. I think this one might beat it in my opinion. Right here, we see him getting fucked with. We can see that curly head kid. He looks like a young man. We're just going to call him a young business types. Fucking with him. They take his wig off. And then in his next scene, he's actually holding him so his friend who's smiling could hit him. And I think that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Now, this shirt that he's wearing underneath that yellow vest. All right, so that shirt is a good callback to the King Comedy. Someone pointed out to me that in the King Comedy, Robert De Niro, who's in this movie as well, he wore a jacket that was like that button up. It was the same type of design, and it's a very, very good nod to that film since this is kind of heavily based off of that film entirely. Right here, we see him running away. I love this tunnel shot. The shadow playing on the left side of the wall as he's running. We see him stepping more and more and more and becoming more aggressive. I don't know if he did something to those business types and he's running away from it, or he's slowly realizing that he needs to become the Joker. This seems right after too. When he slides that foot over and you can kind of see him kind of like, you know, like getting into that groove of it and the whole twirling and shit like that. I don't know if that's blood or that's the lipstick coming down his chin, but I think at that moment, he starts to realize, like, all right, I have the pieces putting together. I'm going to be this person for the rest of my life. All right, this shot. So this is at Wayne Hall. There's another shot with the cops that they're fighting with a bunch of clowns at this point. Now I don't know if this is the same night, or next night, because there's another clip where he's falling down, Charlie Chaplin style, which is at the banners over here, which is kind of a good callback for that. But it's still Wayne Hall, but that one has steps, and I don't see no steps here whatsoever. So I don't know if that's a different shot or not. It's see, like right here, if you look up to the where the doors are at, they're the WH Wayne Hall. The way he falls, I think is purposeful. I don't think no one pushed him. I think he just decided to roll back like Charlie Chaplin used to. Let's go right here. The next shot, the gloominess with the gun and everything else early on. I think that's Thomas Wayne that is talking about, you know, having to wear a mask and killing and stuff like that, and it kind of sets him over the edge. I think he has a personal beef with Thomas Wayne because of future shots. Now this guy, I don't know where I know him from, and I'm one of those guys, like, it's going to take me a while. I can easily look it up. I just don't want to look it up. But he looks super familiar to me, but he's obviously chasing the Joker at this point, who puts on his mask and kind of, like, runs away into the crowd. Now, this shit was another scene that was eerie as fuck. It gave me a lot of It vibes. The little red nose as he's walking, so playful. And I think that's creepy. I think in horror films, kids are creepy. Music, kids singing music is creepy as fuck to me. Sound is more creepier than the visual. And I think just him not saying nothing, dancing around, is super fucking creepy. Now, take note of the flowers. He's not in any makeup as Joker, but he has the same type of shirt underneath that sweater that he wore that was a callback to Kings of Comedy. And also that flowers. Take note of the flowers because later on we're going to see them again. I think that they didn't confirm, but I think that's a young Bruce Wayne. I think everyone thinks that's a young Bruce Wayne. And it's so creepy to have him put that smile on his face. I thought that was a great touch. Now, over here is him in the vest. I think he's bombing. The way he kind of like turns and looks, and he's doing his little stand-up at Pogo's. Then it cuts to a bathroom kind of twirling scene again. And then right here, he snaps in his clown makeup from his old job, it looks like. And he kind of hits his head. I think, you know, his mom's died. Everything. Again, that's my speculation that his mom is dead and he's slowly cracking little by little. Beautifully shot and done. Right here, again, King Comedy, the way he kind of like has his arm straight out, but the confidence, the amount of confidence he had now compared to the beginning of this trailer, he's kicking his feet up, smoking, the way he kind of like poses like he's been doing this for years. I think he kind of goes on this show. I think he kills him. I think he kills Robert De Niro, to be honest. I think Thomas Wayne went on TV to, you know, shit on him, and he's going on TV to shit on Thomas Wayne at this point. I thought he was running to see his mom in this shot, but now looking at it, the way he keeps looking back, it could probably be him running away. Right here, we see he's in full makeup like he was at that Robert De Niro show. He gets hit by a car. I think this is right after. That's why I think he's running away from something. Full makeup, full outfit, same outfit, no flowers. This shows you him dyeing his hair, which, again, fucking amazing. And then right here again is where he's fully dressed up with the same type of flowers that it looks like he had when he seen Bruce Wayne. But he's in the full get up now. This is probably before he gets hit by a car, obviously. But then right here, the sun is out. He is dancing. He says, I used to think my life was a tragedy. Now it's a comedy. I put that shot to see him jumping because he's moving both his feet. He's kind of like dragged one even when he was running. But at this point, especially when he strikes that pose, I feel like he's definitely becoming a Joker right here. And he's going to go on his killing spree. And then, like I said, that pose. But then I don't know what this last shot is. I don't know where he's at. I can't make out nothing. But it's so gloomy, and it ends the same way it kind of starts. And I thought that was beautifully done. Especially for someone like Todd Phillips, who made The Hangovers. I wasn't expecting this to be, like, phenomenal. But it fucking was. I love this trailer. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.